Hi guys, I'm going to start you out this morning on your backs. You can come on down and just come into constructive rest for a few moments. So you'll step the feet nice and wide and allow the knees to fall inward. You can go ahead and take the arms into cactus or nice and wide into a T shape. Allow the eyes to close down. Let's begin by taking a few settling breaths. Right down into the belly so that you feel the bowl of the pelvis flood. And when you exhale, see whether you can empty completely. Finding a little more length and a little more depth to your breath. Allowing anything you've brought with you onto your mat. Any tension, any thoughts that are sticking around, that are clinging or urgent or demanding. Giving yourself permission to just set them aside for the next little while. Choosing instead and making a commitment to connecting with your breath. We'll stay here just for 2 more. Long breath in. You might be building toward your Ujjayi pranayama. Long breath out. Last breath in. Long breath out. Okay, from here, stay as you are to fill the lungs. Breathe in. And then as you breathe out, allow both of your knees to fall over to the right. All the way over, keeping the feet wide. From here, you're going to just engage into your left glute and send your left knee towards the mat. It might not get there. Mine doesn't. But that's the direction it's moving in. There's a little engaging in the left glute so that you feel an opening in your left quadricep and the front of your left hip, your psoas. From here, you might choose to stack your right ankle atop your left knee or thigh, so that that added weight sends the knee a little further toward the mat and you feel the sensation increase somewhat on that left front side. Keep the breath moving. Stay here just for 2 more. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Last breath in. Last breath out. Okay, from here, draw the navel toward the spine. Keep that stacking of the legs if you've got it. You're going to draw the knees up towards center and just towards your chest. So you can thread the right arm through the window of your legs and interlace your hands around your left shin or behind your knee. Flex into both feet, especially the right foot. And as you breathe in, fill. As you breathe out, draw the shape a little closer to your chest. See if you can firm down evenly through both sides of your pelvis so that you keep the spine and the hips flat against the earth. 2 more breaths here. Ujjayi in. Ujjayi to release. Just your breath. Last one, breath in. And long breath out. Okay, from here, yogis, again, drawing the navel toward the spine. You'll take a little rock and roll up and down the length of your spine, maybe once, twice, 3 times. To come up into a seat, you'll keep that stacking and you'll just allow this left leg to lengthen. And flex the left toes towards you. And you're energetically, you're sending that right knee toward the mat. Come to the front of the sit bones and to the fingertips to lengthen the spine. And as you breathe out, you can undulate, you can bow any amount forward. And take a couple more breaths like that. Inhale, we lengthen. We're going to engage the left quadricep. Out breath to bow, so you feel as though you're lifting your left kneecap up. Last time like that, breath into lengthened spine. Undulating breath down. Stay low now, just for one breath in. For one breath out, you're feeling length in the whole back body, especially the back of the left leg. And then you'll roll through the spine to come up. Lengthen both legs long, send your fingers forward. Exhale as though someone were poking you in the belly. Take a rounding down all the way to your back body. Slow motion. Once you've arrived, you can take the arms back into cactus. Step the feet nice and wide and high, so about as wide as your mat again. Take a long breath in. This time both knees are falling over to the left. You're going to engage now into your right glute. So you're sort of squeezing that right glute in. You'll notice this intensifies the sensation in your right quadricep, right psoas. Sending that right knee toward your mat. Option here is to stack left ankle now atop right knee, right quadricep. You can really allow and lean into the arching in the spine you'll notice that occurs here. A little bit of a back bend is okay. Allowing that weight to intensify the sensation you're feeling in your right front of hip and quad. Stay here for one more breath in. Keep engaging that right glute as you breathe out. Draw the belly toward the spine. And then rearrange, come back through center, draw the shape towards your chest. This time, left hand can thread through the window of your legs. You can flex into that left foot especially as you guide the shape towards your chest. You can be really, really focused on using your out breath to deepen this shape, even just energetically. Creating space as you breathe in, feeling for depth as you breathe out. You're here just for 2 more breaths in. And out. Last one, long breath in. And long breath out. Okay, again, belly draws towards spine. And you've got a little rock and roll up and down the length of your spine once, twice, maybe 3 times. And then you're lengthening that right leg. And you're lifting the right kneecap. Yeah. If this isn't quite comfortable, you can always, I should have said this on the first side, come into sole of foot to inner thigh as well. Yeah. Long breath in, come to fingertips and roll to the front of your sit bones. Long breath out, you can bow any amount, exploring your edge. Twice more like that. Lengthen to lift to breathe in. Out breath to come a little deeper, exploring range. Last time, breath in to lengthen. Breath out to ripple down. I'm going to stay down now just for 1 round. And roll through the spine to come up. Yeah. This time, you're going to tuck both of your ankles underneath you, ground your palms, and float back into your first downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. If you need a little pedal in your legs, you're more than welcome to take that. You can lower one heel toward your mat at a time. Any movement in the hips that feels necessary. If you are comfortable coming straight into stillness, and I really encourage you to do so, remember you can allow as much of a bend through the knees as feels good. Yeah, prioritize a lengthening of your spine over a straightening of your legs. Knees can be nice and soft here. They'll open up eventually, I promise. Reconnect with your breath. Find ujjayi. Again, you're creating space as you breathe in, and as you breathe out, you're allowing everything to soften just a fraction more. Stay for one more breath in. A softening breath out. And you'll rise up high on your tippy toes and begin a stroll all the way toward your hands, keeping your palms grounded for as long as possible. Feet come all the way to wrists, hands lift when they need to, and feet can be hip-width apart for a moment. Take opposite elbows in your palms and find a gentle sway here. Really relax into the head and neck. You can give your head a bit of a wriggle around so that you feel the tension is being released. And shift the weight from foot to foot as you sway gently from side to side, and then just to ensure that the toes are spread nice and wide, you can pick them up to do that, and that the weight is in the balls of the feet rather than swayed back in the heels. The heaviness, the weight of the head is decompressing the spine, the vertebrae. You're here for one more breath in, find stillness. As you breathe out, allow the crown of the head to melt a little closer to your mat. Again, knees can be soft. We're then taking a roll through the spine to come all the way up. One vertebrae at a time stacks. Head is the very last thing to arrive. When you do arrive, shoulders can roll up, back and down. We come into a standing position. Yeah. If the feet were quite wide, just adjust them either hip width or perhaps big toes touching. Yeah, if you want to be more traditional. Again, you can pick the toes up, spread them out, and place them back down on the mat. Take a moment to lengthen the tail, press through the feet, and lift the crown of the head. Long breath in. Long breath out. I'm coming for Urdhva Hastasana. Open the arms wide and high as you breathe in. As you empty, bow all the way forward, keeping the weight in the balls of the feet. Take a half lift for Ardha Utthha. Lengthen the spine, wrap the belly. Out breath, step right and then left back into your high plank. So you're here for a long breath in. Press the mat away. As you breathe out, you can drop the knees or not. Lower yourself all the way down to your belly. It's Bhujangasana or up dog. Lengthen forward to lift up with the back of the skull. Out breath, downward facing dog. You can come past your knees through tabletop or not. Stay here for a long breath in. Ujjayi, breath out, heels melt. Last breath in, gazes between knees or thighs. Long breath out. Okay, lift up high on your tippy toes. Soften your knees, look forward. Spring or step between your hands. Take a half lift, Ardha Utthha. Out breath to bow, weight again is forward in the balls of your feet. Press into the feet. You can roll through the spine or flatten the back to come all the way up. Once again, Urdhva Hastasana. Out breath, palms pull to heart. This time, Utkatasana, fierce pose. Sit back and low in your chair. Fingertips might brush the earth. Hips stay low. Heart lifts to breathe in. Out breath, we cascade forward and down. Half lift, Ardha Utthha, again, weight forward. Out breath to high plank pose. You've got a breath in here. Press the earth away, feel the shoulder blades spread. Out breath, it's Chaturanga Dandasana of your choosing. Shift forward to lower down. And then shift forward to lift up. Big breath in to fill. Long breath out. Press into your palms to lift your sit bones toward the ceiling. Stay here to breathe in. And to breathe out. Last breath in. Long breath out. Okay, from here, yogis, float your right leg to the sky, long, strong, and square. Breathe it in. And then pull that knee toward your nose as you empty, swing shoulders over wrists. Back to split dog. Breathe in. Send that left heel to the mat. Breath out, knee toward your nose. Maybe it brushes it and you step between your hands. Coming into fingertip lunge. So melt the hips and send the heart forward. Breathe in. Out breath, long pyramid. You can flex those left toes and walk your fingers back if that's helpful. Couple more like that. Breath in, shift forward and down with the hips to lift the heart. Out breath, long pyramid, lengthen. Once more like that. Breath in, fingertip lunge. Breath out to lengthen back. Okay, this time it's a twist. As you bend into the right knee, ground the left palm to peel right fingers to the ceiling. Breathe in. Out breath, right hand grounds inside right foot. You're going to spin your left heel down as well. Pressing through both feet. Inhale, pick all the way up into Trikonasana. Breath in. Out breath, send those left fingers overhead towards the front of your mat. From here, reverse triangle. Breathe in. And warrior two. Breath out. Okay, stay for a moment in your warrior two. Soften the shoulders. Make sure that back arm isn't flying up like mine was. Stay for one breath in. Melt a little deeper as you breathe out. Okay, reverse it. Flip the front hand. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel those hands to frame your front foot. Pop the back heel to square the back foot. Fingertip lunge once more. Shift the hips down to open the heart. Exhale, back knee is going to slide forward into this crouched position. Hands are going to fly as you breathe in to lengthen. Out breath, fingertips to the ground. You're just unfolding the back foot into a short pyramid. From here, half lift with the spine, breath in. Out breath to lower. So this similar undulating shape. Couple more like that. Lengthen, press into both feet as you lengthen crown forward. Belly draws in. Out breath to bow. Last round. Long inhale, you lengthen. Out breath, you bow. Keep drawing that right hip crease back. Press through both feet now, evenly and firmly. Draw the belly in as you come all the way up. Open the arms wide and high. Palms kiss overhead. Exhale, we're going to launch off the back foot a little to come into Dekasana. Okay, stay here to breathe in. Wrap the belly. Square that back leg and breathe out. And we're coming into stork pose. Press through the sole of the right foot. Hands reach to the sky. From here, yogis, interlace your hands around your left shin and squeeze it in nice and tight to breathe in. As you breathe out with a strong belly, keep hugging the shin in and come halfway down. Feel that standing leg hamstring engage. Twice more like that. Breath in, you come up and squeeze. Maybe there's a little lean back. Breath out, you come halfway down. You feel lengthening, strengthening in that standing leg hamstring. Last time, bring it up. And lower down. Okay, from here back through your stork pose, knee to chest, hands high. There I go. Exhale, you come through Degasana. Once more, we're going to tap down eventually, but find a moment of pause. And then long and soft, tap those back toes down. Lift the arms up for crescent lunge. Breath in. You can soften the back knee. Breath out. Twist to your right. Open the arms. Left arm forward. From here, flip your left hand, reverse. Right hand can come to sacrum. Exhale, one fluid movement into your dog. Lightly float back. There we go. Ripple forwards to high plank pose. Breathe in. Chaturanga Dandasana, breath out. Shift forward to lift up, Urdhva. Press into your palms to float back, Adho. Stay here, breath in. And breath out. One more, breath in, Ujjayi. And out. Okay, long, strong and square. Melt your right heel down as you float your left leg up. Out breath, knee pulls to nose or hairline. Chin tucks there too. In breath, send it back to the sky. Really sink that right heel. Exhale, brush the nose to step between. Fingertip lunge. Melt the hips to broaden the collarbones. Out breath, lengthen the legs. Perhaps you flex your left toes. That's a maybe. Again, come forward. Breath in. See if you can make this a little fluid. Breath out. Lengthen. You can walk the fingers back if you need to, if that's more beneficial. Come forward. Last time like this, breathe in. Breath out to lengthen. Okay, it's a twist now. Ground into your right palm, bend left knee, peel left fingers. Out breath, left hand down, inside foot, back heel grounds. We're pressing through both feet to come up into Trikonasana, lengthening side bodies, lifting this left kneecap. Stay for a breath in. Right arm comes overhead towards front of mat. Reverse triangle, stay long in the legs, press through the feet. Breathe in. Bending and broadening into warrior two as you breathe out. Okay, so left knee is over ankle. You've got a moment here to adjust. Stay and breathe in. Melt a little deeper, breathe out. Okay, flip the front hand and reverse. Exhale, cartwheel hands and pop that back heel to square off. Fingertip lunge to breathe in. Right knee's floating forward, inside left foot. There go my knees. Hands to the sky, breathe in. Out breath, you're just unfolding your back foot into a short pyramid pose. 3 times. Press into the feet to lengthen the crown forward. And then cascade, allow the crown to move toward your big toe. Twice more, press into the feet. Keep drawing this left hip crease back. Out breath to lower down. Last time, breath in, press into feet. Out breath to lower down. Okay, keep pressing through the feet. Come all the way up. Arms open, wide and high. And then you're just pressing off that back foot gently, squaring the hips for Degasana. Okay, lifting up for stork pose. Breath in, that right knee comes nice and close to your chest. And out breath, you're going to interlace around it. Okay, hugging it in nice and tight as you breathe in. Out breath, coming down once again with that flat back. Weight is forward, hamstring engages. Couple more. Breath in. You can soften the knee as you lean back. Breath out, hamstring and the standing leg engages. Really challenge yourself and your balance here. Last time, breath in. Ew. There we go. Breath out. Stork pose. Hands to sky, knee to sky. Breath in. We come back through Degasana as you empty. You're going to long and soft. Tap down, softer than that. Big breath in to lift up, crescent. Out breath, you're up and twisting to your left. Flip the right hand, take that revolved reverse. Backhand can find your sacrum. Out breath, downward facing dog. You can flow there pretty smoothly. Rippling forward to high plank, breath in. And you've got a chaturanga with your name on it, breath out. Shift forward to pick up, Urdhva. Press into your palms to float back, Adho. Stay here a little moment and gather your breath. Reconnect to Ujjayi Pranayama. If there needs to be a bit of a pedaling into the legs, there needs to be a pedaling in the legs. But if there can be stillness, find stillness. The firming in the palms comes from the space between the shoulder blades at the back of the heart. Go one more breath in. And a long breath out. Long, strong, and square. Right leg floats to sky. Exhale, knee brushes your nose. Inhale, come through scorpion. Send the left heel down. Optional, very gentle wild thing. Slow it down. Rather than thinking about dropping into this shape, see if you can control the movement so that you tap down lightly. Take a long breath in to expand, open heart. And perhaps you keep that right hand lifted as you step slowly that right foot all the way back to the front of your mat. And then ground the fingertips. One time fingertip lunge, breathe in. Exhale, long pyramid, maybe flex those toes. Low lunge twist, inhale, right hand sky. Exhale, right hand inside foot, ground back heel. Big breath in, peel up and open for Trikonasana. Breath out, reach left fingers overhead. Reverse triangle, breath in, press into both feet. Warrior two, sink down, spread out. Flip and reverse, breathe in. To your fingertip lunge, breathe out. In breath, open heart. Out breath, come into that familiar crouch. Hands to the sky, breathe in. Unfold, breath out. Nice, just one time, half lift. Inhale. Exhale to bow down. Press through both feet, come all the way up. Inhale. And float into that Degasana. Exhale. Little different. Come through stalk as you breathe in. Knee comes to chest. Out breath, you're twisting to your left, taking hold of the outer left thigh. Yeah, stay here to breathe in. Deepen the twist to breathe out. Back through stalk, hands high, breathe it in. Back through Degasana, empty. You know this. Long and soft. Tap down to reach high, breath in. Twist to your right, empty lungs. Flip it in reverse. Inhale. Exhale, hands frame front foot. Nice, okay, find scorpion. Big breath in, yawn that hip open. Exhale, tap your right tricep with your right knee. Once more, scorpion the right leg, breath in. Out breath, step that foot outside your right hand and come into a lizard lunge. You can choose to drop the back knee down or keep it lifted. And you can choose to come to palms or forearms. You can also wing this right foot out onto its outer edge and allow the knee to come broad. There might be a little movement here. Lots of different ways to do this. Reconnect with breath. You're here just for 2 more. Last breath in. Long breath out. You can stay on left forearm, or you can come back up to palms. You're just going to reach your right fingers all the way back for a twist. You can either wrap that hand behind your back, or you can go for the back foot and draw it nice and close. Stay here to breathe in. Again, move into a little bit of depth as you breathe out. You can squeeze the foot in if you've got it. One more breath in. Stay and squeeze as you breathe out. Gently release. Ground your palms. Find downward facing dog. And settle. Yeah, we'll ripple forward for high plank pose to inhale. Option to take chaturanga. Option to just lift the sit bones and floss back into your dog. Up to you. You've got that flow on the second side. So it's the same flow essentially. We're just adding on from the first time. Left leg floats as you breathe it in. Knee hugs to nose as you empty. Scorpion. You want the hip open, but keep the shoulders square for now. Now start to peel open, slow motion. This is nice controlled movement. Left fingers lift. And rather than dropping, you're slowly guiding yourself there. Big breath in to expand. And maybe this left hand stays floating as you draw left knee towards your ribs. And eventually, the front of your mat. Now your fingertips can ground. Breath in. Long pyramid legs. Maybe the left toes flex. Breath out. Low lunge twist. We breathe in. Left hand ground inside. Left foot back heel down two. Press through the feet here. This should feel pretty good. Trikonasana. Right arm comes overhead to really lengthen right side body. Reverse triangle. Press into both feet. Inhale. Sink and spread for Vira 2. Reverse. Breath in. Out breath, cartwheel and frame. You've got to pop that back heel. Fingertip lunge. Inhale. Little float into your crouch. Hands to the sky to breathe in. Out breath, open wide and unfold. Just one time. Half lift, lengthen. Out breath, bow. Press into your feet. Come all the way up. Out breath, we're drifting forward. Degasana. Stork pose. Knee comes toward your chest. Arms high. We twist to the right. Take the outer edge of the shin or knee. Stay to breathe in once. Twist deeper to breathe out. Keep the hips, the pelvis square. Back into stork, breath in. Through that peaceful Degasana. You're tapping down, soft and long, and sweeping up. Twisting left, up and over. Flip it in reverse. Inhale. Exhale. Palms ground. Okay, so it's scorpion with the left leg. Breath in to kick up. Breath out to tap your left tricep. Scorpion one more time. Breathe it in. Out breath, step it outside your left palm and come into your lizard variation. Yeah, maybe it's the same as the first side. Maybe it's a little different. You can drop that knee down or not. You can find a little bit of movement here as well. I really invite you to close down the eyes too. You're exploring sensation here more than a particular shape. You're here just for 2 more breaths. Okay, from here, left hand peels back for a twist. Perhaps it's just a twist and you wrap the arm behind you. Option, of course, is to go for that back foot. You're on your palm or your forearm. As you breathe in, you twist. As you breathe out, you continue to draw the foot towards you. One more full round. Gently release. Okay, find downward facing dog. Minimal scraping. And then ripple forward to your high plank pose. Optional Chaturanga Dandasana. Option to just floss straight back into your dog. You're here for a long breath in. And a longer breath out. You float your right leg to the sky, inhale. And draw the knee toward your nose as you step the foot between your hands and drop your back knee down. From here, yogis, take a breath in. Breath out, you're coming into your Ardha Hanumanasana. Okay, you've got a couple moments here in your Ardha Hanumanasana. If you feel like you want to take this a little further, like you want to slide that front heel forward, slide that back knee backward and explore Hanumanasana, you're welcome to. Yeah, but there's no pressure to do so. You can stay here. Play with lifting the kneecap and engaging the quad so that you're not melting into hyperextension like I am, if it's a tendency especially. Stay here for 2 more breaths. You can close the eyes. If you're in your Ardha Hanumanasana as I am, you're drawing your back hip crease backward in line, your right hip crease backward in line with your left. Stay for 1 more breath in. And a long breath out. Nice. We're then going to creep back forward. And this right foot is just going to heel toe all the way over to the left hand so we can rearrange into pigeon pose. Yeah, your Ekapada. From here, once you've squared yourself off and propped yourself up as much as you need to, you'll stay for a breath in. And as you breathe out, you'll come forward just to your edge. Yeah, that might be palms, it could be forearms, it might be lower. You're looking for an opening here, again, sensation in your outer right glute, outer right hip. The posture doesn't need to look a certain way, but you do want to avoid any pain or pinching in that front knee especially. Three final breaths. Scanning the body, noticing where there are points of tension, gripping, or unnecessary muscular activation, holding. See whether you can use your out-breath especially to soften those points. Stay for 1 more. A long breath out. Okay, slowly you'll walk yourself back up. Hands come toward your front leg. And you can press into them, tuck your back toes, and slowly guide yourself back into your dog. And we'll just take that on the other side. So the left leg floats skyward. Out breath, knee to nose, and you step between your hands, dropping the back knee down. You can melt the pelvis here to breathe in. And lengthen that front leg any amount for your Ardha Hanumanasana. Fingertips can walk back. You might flex the toes. You're pulling this left hip crease backward in line with your right rather than letting it jut forward. Option to come a little further Yeah, you might allow that left heel to slide forward until sensation intensifies. Or you might shift forward again into that front knee and allow the back knee to slide back any amount. If you want to prop yourself up, you can do so. You're here just for 2 more breaths. Perhaps you close your eyes. And for the last breath, just ensure that you are engaging this left quadricep by lifting that kneecap. Take 1 more. Okay, shifting forward. And once again, front foot, left foot's now going to walk over toward your right hand. You can set yourself up in an upright position to square off and prop up as much as you need to. And then you'll ride an exhale down toward your edge once more. Maybe it's similar to the first side, maybe it's quite different. Being mindful of not putting any unnecessary pressure on the knee. You're here just for 3 long breaths more. Last breath in. Long breath out. Okay, walking the hands back towards the feet, front foot. And then just shifting off onto your left side to bring that back leg all the way around. And come into 1 reverse tabletop or reverse plank. It's going to be up to you. Tabletop's a little friendlier. Yeah, so the knees can be bent. The palms are coming behind you, fingers face forward. If you're coming into that reverse tabletop, the knees are bent and the soles of the feet are grounded. You can choose also to extend the legs long. Just imagine rolling the thighs inward, finding a bit of internal rotation. Shoulders slide back and down, pressing into your palms, drawing your navel to your spine. Press into feet to send pubic bone skyward. If the neck feels okay, you can release it. Stay here for 2 more breaths. Last breath in. And long breath out to lower with control. From here, once again, lengthen the spine. Crown of head lifts up. And as though someone were poking you in the belly, you're taking a slow roll all the way down onto your back. From here, yogis, if there's anything else the body needs or is calling for, perhaps a supine twist or a happy baby, you're welcome to invite that in. It's the beauty of practicing from home. But if you are ready to enter your Shavasana, if your practice feels complete, you'll open out and down. Perhaps taking a few deep breaths to settle. And then settling in.